feel a cough coming on.
I feel a song going.
Shut up.
Please stop feeling great.
Fuck you.
They put me on the shelf. They just don't do it like they usually would.
Weezy had bitches in that one. You just derailed my entire thought process.
Yeah, keep it.
Ready for bullshit?
No, yeah, it'll be bullshit if Mahito wins. Just because of the domain expansion? Oh, I already see Death Battle being that retarded. But we'll see. We'll see. It's a pretty
I don't see
Shigaraki
Shiggy losing at all, dude.
And something pops up and it happens to be Shiggy related and or Mahito related, where you know they gave him something that they shouldn't have given him, or they didn't give him something, then maybe I'll leave it in.
Yeah.
Domain expansion.
Range as Shigaraki came into his own.
Decay isn't even limited to whatever he's touching. Anything that touches something he's decaying also decays.
Spreading like an all-consuming miasma that can wipe out anything from an enormous tower to an entire city.
Personal quack, Dr. Ujiko, who spent months upgrading Shigaraki's body to make it more like his sensei's. It might have been constant agony, but Shiggy went from Chud to Chad.
Ujiko's experimentation vastly increased Shigaraki's strength, speed, and durability, enough to match and surpass even All Might's absurd power.
Sharing All Might's power between them, Deku and Bakugo were able to punch an island-sized hole in a cloud that reached 24 miles into the sky. We've calculated that before.
Yeah, see. As previously determined as Deku versus Asta, this is the math we use.
It's predetermined.
Wait a minute, they're actually using this?
High limits.
They're actually using
Yes,
this?
they do that.
What?
They don't even use movie Goku when they do that shit.
What are you talking
insane.
about? This isn't...
That's the point.
The final season's around the corner. Like, why would you use uncanon material?
Look, you could grab the notebook on high-level bullshit.
It's canon because...
Well, no, it's not canon. Not even close.
Parts of it are, because he comes... Those
the
kids
people
come
are,
back.
not the fucking feet.
Not the feet of both Bakugo and him at the same time.
Right,
that's the one part that doesn't happen.
What the fuck?
I'm hearing
okay,
he uncanon
now I'm seeing some Shiggy.
Bullshit?
Bullshit. Because I don't know if this is supposed to be a very impressive feat, Tom.
I've never seen them do this, though. Actually say, we got this from... We're gonna use our old video.
They're gonna nerf him down to double Deku and Bakugo?
Oh, you have to let it keep going.
And not use feats from himself?
Yeah.
At least manga feats?
There's a shit ton of good stuff in the manga.
Like, he 1v100.
Goku blows up a planet and then Gohan's right beside him, I guarantee Gohan could do
No, he fights
everybody.
No, I know.
He's like
they should be doing
Kaido.
That.
He can't even... They have to lift him off the ground, so he can't do anything the whole fight.
They keep him off the ground.
They nerf him the entire time.
I wonder if they're gonna say it.
80 million megatons of TNT, almost as much as the meteor that wiped out the dinosaurs.
And Shigaraki can now move fast enough that his body produces hypersonic shockwaves and can even catch laser beams.
And he's tough enough to survive Star and Stripes' Intercontinental Ballistic Cruise Punch. Now the new name for my penis. Move over, Gigantico Megastorm. Anyway, it also made a blast so big it showed up against the curvature of the Earth.
Though he might seem invincible, when Shigaraki's body is pushed hard enough, he will evolve into a state of uncontrollable power.
So Decay became... Oh shit, more hands!
Shigaraki...
Yeah, but the thing is about that, it took fucking 100 people.
It took 100 hands to bitch slap
and not literally 100 people, I don't actually know how many people.
And at certain points it got rid of his decay.
But it required like at least 20 guys, and they were like the most powerful people.
I watched Slick Bag once to hire him
and the other copy guy, I forgot his name, that nerfed him so that he couldn't decay anybody on top of that.
And then Endeavor had to burn his ass to a crisp more than once.
None of us have like read through like the manga. Like
I've seen it.
Well, I know what happens.
I know what happens in there.
I have a general idea.
Both the copy kid and Aizawa have to simultaneously keep their eyes open, so they have to nerf him.
Shigaraki wanted to be the new All for One, so what better way than the old man's quirk?
All for One's quirk, All for One, allows its user to steal and store quirks with just a touch.
And All for One has hundreds of them stored up, collected over the years.
So infamous is what I'm hearing.
No.
Each quirk is connected to a memory of its user's essence in the form of a spirit, a vestige.
Kinda like a piece of their soul. They exist in this kinda psychic world in Shigaraki's body and can even act as a spiritual defense should it be invaded.
What if all that negative emotion humans felt for one another spilled from their bodies and congealed, forming, over time, a living being fueled by malice, which believes in nothing but the law of the jungle?
Well, then you'd have the special grade curse with the patch face, Mahito.
So it follows that mankind's fear of itself would be extremely powerful. Those negative emotions manifest as Mahito, a being composed of cursed energy.
It's basically like evil ki. Cursed energy can be used to make spirits way stronger, faster, and tougher than any normal human. And it's invisible, making curses like Mahito impossible for the untrained eye to see. Only a...
So, if the monsters have sex,
It's not
right?
impossible because there's certain people that can do it, like Juji, whatever his name was, school shooter.
Damn! He must get his cake from his mom. It's too bad they're both dead.
situation can galvanize a normal person to see a cursed spirit.
That also makes cursed spirits virtually immune to physical damage. They may be physically present in space, but can only be harmed by attacks that embody spirit matter like cursed energy.
Which makes curses insanely hard to get rid of.
Idol transfiguration.
Using his cursed energy, Mahito can control anyone's soul with just a touch, including his own. In fact, he's so good at manipulating his own soul that you can't even kill the bastard without directly targeting it.
In Jujutsu Kaisen, the soul and the body share an immutable connection. Whatever happens to the former affects the latter.
This lets Mahito squash, stretch, and shapeshift his body into literally anything he wants, like Play-Doh. He can turn his limbs into blades or clubs, grow wings like a bird or fins like a fish, reform his body around injuries, or even create clones.
Curse users are naturally unharmed by their own ability. Should he touch a human, though, his alterations to their body are instantly fatal.
And since he's attacking your soul, those physical wounds are gonna be impossible to heal.
Even if his alteration isn't directly fatal, the human body won't last more than a few moments in a transfigured state.
Okay, they haven't said the fact that, you know, people that can are aware of their own soul can't be affected by his power. Maybe they'll say that later.
They'll say it later.
He could create
They
the
have to
greatest
say it.
orgy in history.
Yuji Itadori is a vessel. His body constantly houses another soul in addition to his own. So naturally, you are actually aware of the outline of your soul?
It helps that he's a quick study who's picked up a number of different curse techniques, like the Black Flash.
By applying cursed energy within 1 microsecond of an impact with an enemy, space itself will distort, exponentially amplifying its force by a factor of 2.5.
Not only does this hurt like a mother, it restores your curse technique and gets you fully in the zone.
And would require reflexes moving nearly 1,000 times the speed of sound. It's no surprise then that Mahito also unlocked the pinnacle of sorcerer technique.
Jeez.
Hey, if you guys got, if that's your bullshit
1,000
calculation,
times
then
the speed of
Shigaraki's
sound,
just
like-
gonna fucking grab his head and
It's
be
called
going.
a runner's high, and you know, that's the general concept, is you hit your stride and you get your...
I gotta say,
Two
I
times your power.
Yeah.
I like Mahito. He's pretty
I
cool.
don't know about this 1,000 times faster than the speed of
Well,
sound.
we'll
but,
just
oh,
go with
well.
it, because the top bitches are
It's faster than a fucking jet. The fuck you mean 1,000 times faster than the speed of sound?
Also unlocked the pinnacle of sorcerer techniques, the domain expansion.
Oh shit! More hands! A domain is like a barrier of cursed energy, but if you're caught inside, Mahito can use idol transfiguration instantly without even needing to touch you.
It's called the self-embodiment of perfection, the ultimate expression of Mahito's absolute control over his victim's body and soul. The only time it ever failed was against the student sorcerer and Mahito's archenemy, Yuji Itadori.
Because not only was Yuji a barf-inducing goody little two-shoes who believed in the inalienable rights of all living things, blah, 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 he also had a curse inside of him,
The king of curses, Sukuna.
which meant Mahito's ability affected both souls in Yuji's body. Sukuna didn't like that.
Fellow disaster curse Jogo was able to summon a massive meteor capable of reducing reducing the city of Shibuya to ash.
That'd take an energy of over 800 kilotons of TNT.
And Mahito can take as good as he can give, especially when, in the throes of struggle against Yuji, he evolved, unlocking a vastly more powerful form, the instant body of distorted killing.
Complete with armored exoskeleton and arm blades, this was a taste of the almighty curse Mahito was growing into, a true blight on all mankind.
We've run the data through all possibilities.
They used the video games. Ew. Well, one's better than the other.
That's fantastic.
See you, bitch.
Oh.
Yeah, it's really bloody, honestly. Oh shit!
It's pretty well animated, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but when they start, yeah, there you go.
I prefer the Bowser.
I'd heard of a powerful villain stalking these parts. My organization is going to tear this putrid world down around us.
I don't like the voice actor for Shiggy.
Little old me. Do I want to be king of the social rejects? How about I bring in your head instead?
They're both too deep.
Let's call this
I think they both sound good.
audition.
Oh, they gave him
Random, yeah.
Oh,
so he's
'cause
gonna,
he has
he's,
the
yeah, he's gonna whip out the.
That makes sense. And
Hey, damn, look at that shit, dude. Who did that?
Alright, for your bullshit, this is nice.
Yeah,
Thanks for giving the fans what they need.
Holy
Animation.
shit!
Ew! High five, bitch.
Yeah, I knew it was gonna pop off.
I didn't realize it was going to pop off.
Once it's drawn, it always looks better.
Wait, you're telling me the God of War one doesn't pop off, but yet this one does? That's bullshit. Gotta give Shigaraki Daddy a kiss.
Holy
Ass
fuck!
whipping shit.
Audition over. Did I get the part?
They ain't gonna Omni-Man this shit, are they?
Yeah, they were just about to Omni-Man this motherfucker.
They wanted them both shirtless. You can clearly see they wanted it.
Oh, he didn't use his domain expansion.
Oh, the hands! Look at that! All I'm seeing is an ass.
Oh, so I see how Mahito's gonna win. He can't actually hurt him, so he'll just burn him out.
Or he has to kill him inside his spirit head.
He shouldn't be able to affect him. That's the idea.
You're just a scared little boy whose daddy is mean and wants to make it everyone else's problem. Grow up.
There we go. Makes more sense.
They got him in the same pose.
That's
Yeah!
funny. That's pretty funny. Even though he wouldn't really need to do that.
Oh, he touched the domain.
I felt your soul too.
That is badass.
Yeah, I felt your soul too.
Totally random. I hate them for
Front, little bitch.
Okay, so they did do it.
Fucking Goomba.
you grow up.
Yeah.
Damn.
So what I was expecting.
Yes, dude.
That was a great fight.
When I saw that they didn't have the soul thing on the docket, I thought he was fucked.
It was the
But
only...
they did it in the fight.
They did it in the fight. Says
Dude, he
you
didn't
saw
even
my
use
soul,
he didn't
I
even
saw
use
your soul.
any of the powers. He just used his power.
There's one
That's
big
it.
problem, fellas. They equated Sukuna to All for One.
Yeah, that's fucking not even
Sukuna
close.
is beating the ever-living shit out of All for One.
Yeah.
They are not the same. I very much enjoyed this death battle, and people were like, "You guys don't like sprite animations?" Or this is me. You guys
I like
don't
sprite
have
animations. Don't take it serious.
you guys don't have a valid opinion if you don't like the sprite animations. I'm like, this shit looks a million times better.
Yeah, when someone draws it.
Nah.
This shit looks a million
That
times better than
Mario
the sprite
Shadow
animation.
I'm not gonna knock
Best.
sprite animation.
Could Shigaraki even see Mahito?
Yeah, because of all his anger.
After
Because of all his anger. I answered the question. His anger equates to humanity anger, therefore I can see Mahito.
Despite the disaster curses being able to destroy entire cities with their cursed energy, Shigaraki scaling to Deku and Bakugo meant he was calculating.
That's
What? Why would you do that?
Well, you have to.
It's better
I
than
can't,
Deku
I
and
can't honestly
Bakugo.
say they can't do that. They kind of
It's
have
better
to.
than all.
Why would they do that?
Because you gotta scale to something.
No, you don't.
No, they're both city level.
There's anime
Not
to
really.
watch.
If I see Goku blowing up a planet and then go on not doing it, and then he's literally blasting his hands off, I'm gonna guess he's gonna do
okay,
it. He could also do it.
I know, it's as simple as this. How many people does it take to kill Mahito?
I don't know. I don't know how to show that much, so I don't
3
know.
or 4 good guys. How many people does it take to kill Shigaraki?
Pretty much everybody.
Yeah,
Actually, one. It should take one.
It took literally like 20 guys.
That's because they're all doing bullshit.
You know, they're all helping in a very specific way, like levitating him so he doesn't touch
No,
the
because they
ground
literally,
and
they
murder
literally have to go
everybody.
fight other people as well and get tired.
That's part of helping.
They're both city level. Just say they're both city
Yeah,
level.
you
and
know
go.
they're city level. He wiped the city. That's all you need
He
to know.
wipes the city with
the
his feet.
Shibuya incident is just Sukuna and Maharaga.
That's Sukuna.
That's still gonna fucking around. I think,
You know,
right?
but it's them two destroying a city. And
Was he fucking around? Or was
Mahito
he
can't
not?
do that.
Mahito
It's not a
can't.
math thing.
Oh
It's
yeah,
just-
he's not on Sukuna's level.
yeah, he's not on Sukuna's level. Sukuna would have still killed that version of him.
Oh yeah,
he's
the
a built
lower,
bitch.
Yeah, he's way lower.
So
than him.
this calculation means nothing.
No, the calculation of Deku blowing up anything, they shouldn't really. Who gives a fuck? I'm gonna be
It's
exact.
like it doesn't matter. Like, and then it's not canon to the material itself.
Could Shigaraki even kill a curse like Mahito in the first place?
Or would Mahito's
Say it.
unusual ability give him the time he needed to eventually put Shiggy down with Idol Transfiguration?
It all comes down to their powers.
Shigaraki had a lot more variety with all of the crazy quirks All for One had collected over all the years, but none that we know of could properly kill a curse. That didn't mean Idol Transfiguration was a surefire bet either, though.
Of all things,
Touchies.
Shigaraki's vestiges served as a spiritual shield from the effects of Idol Transfiguration. The fact that Mahito could not avoid targeting Sukuna while attacking Yuji meant that he couldn't target specific souls inside a person.
And Shiggy has hundreds of soul-like entities inside of him. Sure, each one down means he loses a quirk, but that's more than enough time to land a single hit with Decay, especially considering how much faster Shiggy is.
And Mahito has no way to defend against Shigaraki's primary quirk. Decay has affected spiritual beings in the past. Again, vestiges. In fact, he was able to damage Deku's vestige and have that damage transferred to the Deku in the real world.
Mahito may be made of spirit energy, but he still has a physical form.
I didn't even know that's how he lost his
Sorcerers
arms.
that
Really? So I can just
target
beat up
the soul
Deku in the
weren't
fake
able to
world
find
and he
him
gets
on
hurt?
even
That's
footing.
cool.
No reason to think Shiggy wouldn't
It's
defeat
his soul.
him like everyone else.
Oh, that's
Giving
true.
Shigaraki the third and final edge.
I have no idea what we're looking at.
Rip and tear, Doomslayer!
Oh, Halo!
It's not-
That's
You
how.
can't do
Dude,
that!
what?
Wait, is it old?
Doomslayer and Master Chief.
You
What
do
are you
not
talking
do
about?
One guy's a
Doomslayer
multi-level
versus
threat.
Master Chief, dude.
This bitch, literally, they said to it literally on a live stream. If a Doomslayer and another Doomslayer literally met each other from a different reality, that
Not even
reality
that.
blows up
His
because
suit
they're
can take a
strength.
nuke, but that's it.
What
dude.
they're gonna do? What they're gonna do
That's
for
insane.
Master
Dude, if
Chief?
Master Chief wins,
No.
we know. See, we have to watch this one because it's
Because it's
No.
stupid.
what?
This bitch is on God's
What they're
God of
gonna
War's
do
level.
for Master Chief is literally, since the Halo wipes out all life in existence,
It's
maybe
equivalent
one
to
of
the
his,
demons.
How the fuck is that gonna
maybe
do with
one
his
of his,
body armor?
maybe,
This bitch's armor's
maybe
godly.
one of his
This one's a
armors,
human.
tank that beam,
Dude,
and then that's why they did
This is
it.
the Batman Superman hits the chin situation.
I know. The strongest thing I've ever seen Master
Oh, it's
Chief
retarded.
do is tank a fucking nuke level explosion, or at least it looked like it in the game, directly to his chest, and that's about it.
No, Captain
we
America
gotta see the rest
versus
of the
Master
game.
Chief.
Maybe
the
one of the
perfect
suits
matchup.
tank the.
I know, and half the time, Doomslayer's sitting there with no, damn near no armor on his arms and shit.
No, he's just going for it.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe one of the suits in Master Chief's
How about all the
repertoire
stuff that
tank
literally
the
says he's
Halo.
godly?
Also,
And he showed it.
his guns, like
And if it tanks the Halo,
It doesn't matter.
he's gonna walk up there with like sci-fi guns, but not like laser beams or nothing. They're just guns.
You guys are trying to match him up perfectly.
90% of the
I'm
guns.
saying universal,
Oh, not 90%.
bullshit,
Okay, I didn't say that.
multiversal. Then you got a guy who's literally just Captain America with a better suit.
I'm not even gonna put Doomslayer up there because even
I can't.
even if I made him a normal human, he's walking around with no armor.
Oh,
on
maybe
murdering
it's
these
beginning
motherfuckers.
Doomslayer. Maybe no, they used.
No arm. I mean, he's got armor, but
It could be
his
beginning.
arms are out. And then you got the original version, which technically died, air quotations,
which is the
But his
new
name's
game.
not Dooms. Well, his name's not. That's the prime problem. His name's not Doomslayer in the beginning. It was just Doom.
It was Doom guy.
He garnered
Yeah.
god powers.
Oh my god! How you gonna make a dude?
From
this guy's fucking
hell itself.
One guy kills existence itself, and the other guy fights aliens.
That's fucking.
That's the
wild
only thing
as
that
fuck.
saves Master Chief is if one of those suits tanks Halo.
Nothing. There's no.
I don't
suit.
think there is one, dude. I think
I know,
there-
but I'm just trying to.
First of all, it's all the same suit. Second of all, this suit is very tanky, but I don't think it's good enough.
Hold on. I'm gonna say it again. Captain America
hope it's not
versus
spray
Master
animation.
Chief would be perfect.
Oh yeah, just animate this with drawings.
3D it.
please.
Give me that red versus blue.
It's got,
But
that'd be hilarious.
Don't give
If
me
they-
sprites.
No, it's
if they
gotta be.
paid the
It's
red
gotta be
versus-
3D.
Well, they don't own them anymore. The original.
It'll look weird 2D. It's gotta be 3D.
You know what?
Taking
He's gonna end
godly-
up tanking the BFG, but what's the point if
What's the point when you got a universal?
If I
fucking
have
hammer?
the makers,
What,
of
does he have
the
a hammer and a
guns,
sword?
if I can give you these hands
and I can
give
rip
you a
and
hammer,
tear, dude. I got the
You guys are
power
making
ups.
him normal.
I'm
He's not a
ripping-
normal man.
He's got so much power ups.
I'm killing fucking gigantic ass demons.
Dude,
that
Doomslayer
are,
has
like-
godly juice in his body.
To another one slap.
You know, one that just made sense to one that didn't make sense at
Yeah,
all.
at least those two are fucking hang tagging.
No.
These two are no. This is a Batman.
Dude, I want Master Chief to
This
win.
is Superman hitting. Yeah,
Dude,
I do
yeah.
too now.
Dude, yeah.
This is Superman hitting
Kind
Batman
of.
in the chin. This
Kind
is
of.
this is.
You have no idea how
The
they would
Deathbound
even
people are about to be
fathom.
glazed. I hope they glaze hard.